Hey food friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a creamy broccoli, potato, and green onion soup. It's getting a bit chilly outside these days, so this will be perfect for the weather. The ingredients I'll be using are 4 large potatoes, 1 small head of broccoli, a large bunch of green onions, 5 cloves of garlic, and also 1.5 cup of cream. If you do not have cream, you can use any type of milk. And you can also just use water and make this a vegan soup if you'd like. I'm using a 4-liter deep skillet, and on medium heat, I'm going to add a bit of olive oil. And this is actually just a little below medium because I'll be cutting all my ingredients as I go and I don't want anything to burn. Chop your garlic and add it in. And then chop your green onions and also add those in. My potatoes are peeled and washed, and now I'm just going to cut them into little cubes and add to the pot. Stir to make sure nothing burns as I continue to chop the rest of my potatoes. Of course, you can cut all your potatoes up ahead of time and have them in water and ready to go, so you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it right now. Now that all my potatoes are in, I'll sprinkle with a bit of salt, and then I'm going to add just under 2 liters of water and turn the heat up to a medium-high and bring this to a boil. While it comes to a boil, I will cut my broccoli into tiny pieces, and that'll be added later. I do want to add the stems, and I'm using most of the stem because it's very edible. Most people waste it, but this is a no-waste recipe, as are all of my recipes, and these are our florets that we'll be adding later on. Once your soup has come to a nice boil, cover the pot and let it cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, these veggies will be fully cooked, and you can test it out by just using a fork, and our potato is fork tender, and so is our broccoli. Give this a little taste right now and check the salt level. It has such a beautiful vegetal taste, and it tastes really good on its own. I'm going to add a bit more salt and some cracked black pepper, and I'll be seasoning throughout the cooking process. Cover and cook for another 5 minutes. All the veggies become really soft, and that way we'll be able to mash them. Mash until you reach this fine texture here. If you were to make this with just the potatoes and the green onions, it would be a really good soup on its own and a nice vegan option as well, but I'm going to go ahead and add my broccoli now. Add a bit more cracked pepper, and you'll notice I add a lot because I do love pepper with any sort of potato soup. Cover and cook for 5 minutes, and then test the doneness of the broccoli. This wasn't done enough for me, so I'm going to cover it and cook it for another 5 minutes. I want it to be super tender. Turn your heat down to medium, and we'll get ready to add the cream. You can skip the cream and add water to just make this a vegan version. It'll still be creamy from the potatoes. Mix everything well together and bring to a gentle simmer, and you don't want the heat to be any higher than medium because you don't want this to boil. You don't want it to curdle the cream and go ahead and add some more pepper. Now it's time to mash the broccoli into the soup. Let this simmer for 10 minutes so it thickens up. And I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of garlic toast from my freezer, and I'll be having this with my soup. You can use any bread you'd like. And here our soup has begun to get nice and thick. My toast is almost ready, so I'll turn the heat off, and this is the finished soup. It does thicken up as it cools down, and this is the texture I like. I don't like it too thick, and definitely not too thin. Let's serve some up. And it is oddly cooler for this time of the year, with the temperature going down into the teens tonight, so this will be very warm and hearty. This is a complete meal with the toast, as you're getting carbs, calcium, protein, and vitamins and minerals from the vegetables as well. It is so tasty, creamy and peppery and comforting. And there's plenty to share with the fam. Give this recipe a try and go feed yourself. Thanks for watching.